Ever felt like you're bending over backwards for a guy's attention and it seems like he just ain't pulling his weight? Sucks, right? Leaving you feeling insecure and frustrated, like he's ignoring you or he just doesn't care about you. And you start to wonder if this guy still cares about you and if he truly likes you. Here's the thing. When you're all over a man, giving him more love than he's ready to give back, he backs off because he feels choked. He gets it. Somewhere deep down that you're expecting stuff from him and you're not okay with him just as he is, and you want him to be your way. The thing is, what a guy really wants is admiration. And when he realizes you're not okay with him as he is and expects him to be different, he feels underappreciated. That's when he shuts down and steps back. And this makes you feel even more frustrated because you feel like you're giving so much and receiving so little. And that's exactly where the mistake is. Giving too much. But what if I told you there's a better way to deal with this and get more attention from a man? So check out these 7 steps I'm going to drop in this video and you'll never have to chase a man's attention ever again. And weirdly enough, you'll get a ton more attention from him. If you're new around here, hit subscribe and get all the good stuff about relationship secrets. Step 1. Discover why you're scrambling for attention. Before we bust out the steps to sort your issue out once and for all, it's super important to get where it's sprouting from. If you don't know your own backstory, you're destined to play it on repeat. Because the answer here is neediness. You are needy. And because you're needy, you're feeling empty. And because you're empty, you're scrapping for a guy's attention, hoping he'll fill up your emotional gaps. But are you ready for some straight talk? Even if he's pouring out all the attention in the world, it ain't gonna fix your gaps. Because only you can fill your own void and deal with your own neediness. Sure, having a partner can help you feel more secure when you're freaking out, feeling shaky, unsure, or feeling like it's you versus the world, but he ain't gonna satisfy your neediness. And that's where we're gonna chew over this video. How you can deal with your own neediness to kickstart or make your love life healthy and long-lasting. Plus, this will get your guy giving you way more attention than he's been throwing your way. Because he'll notice you're not sucking him dry or trying to morph him into something else. You're cool with you, and so you're cool with him just as he is. And that's when he'll feel truly appreciated. Step 2. Deal with your own neediness. It's super simple to do this, but it ain't easy. To deal with your own neediness, you gotta put yourself first before anyone else. This ain't about being self-obsessed, it's all about self-love. You're not gonna stop doing what needs to be done for others. On the contrary, you'll do it even better. Because if you ain't filled with love, how you gonna spread it around? You gotta be brimming with self-love to spill over love to others. So, start putting yourself first. Stop chasing guys, taking the initiative, nagging them for attention or trying to change them so you can fill your neediness. Quit doing everything for them, giving them too much attention over phone chats, demanding he spends all his time with you, or trying to stick to him like glue. You gotta value yourself before valuing him. Otherwise, your self-esteem is gonna hit rock bottom, and you'll end up smothering a guy who could have been your lifelong partner, and he'll pull away. So, make yourself the priority. Step 3. Get into self-care habits. Self-care habits are pledges you make to yourself so that every day you look after yourself. This should be high on your life's to-do list. More than your job, more than your relationship, even more than hanging with your family and friends. Only one thing should top this, and I'll lean on that in the next step. These daily and sometimes weekly routines should include stuff that makes you feel good, chills you out, and makes you look great and healthy. You can fill up your self-care routine with exercises like Pilates, yoga, hitting the gym, or any other sport that lets your femininity shine. Throw in chill-out moments like a massage, a soak in the tub, or a long, steamy shower, slathering on face and body creams before bedtime, looking in the mirror and flashing yourself a smile. Get into a romance novel that you're into and have been wanting to read for ages but kept putting off. Learn to strum an instrument, or take up art, dance, or painting classes. Treat yourself to a mani-pedi. Look after your hair, pick up some new threads or makeup, take a day at a spa, or plan a weekend getaway to a country house or beach every month or two. It doesn't really matter how you whip up your self-care routine. What counts is that you write it down and seriously commit to it. You gotta roll with the punches as time goes on, and yeah, unexpected stuff happens. But even if you have to ditch it occasionally, jump back into it as quickly as you can. Step 4. This should be the top priority of your life. Before we dive into this one, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it, because the secrets I'm gonna spill here are kinda rare to find anywhere else, and they're gonna get you winning at relationships. Remember I mentioned self-love? Not a new concept, right? You've probably heard lots of folks chatting about it, but maybe you're finding it tough to put into practice. You know what you gotta do, but you're not doing it. You know you need to love yourself more, but when your heart feels empty, you end up chasing after that guy hoping he'll fill you up. That's because what no one tells you is that self-love is only possible when you're connected with the source of infinite love, the one and only source of love in existence, and that's God. This should be the absolute top priority in your life, connecting with God. You shouldn't chat with God only when you're struggling or hit rock bottom. You shouldn't chat with God only at church or temple or before meals. You shouldn't chat with God only when you're praying as you wake up or go to bed. You gotta surrender to God as much as you can throughout your day. You gotta put God above everything else in your life. And that's what's gonna get you filled up with practically inexhaustible self-love. Step 5. Set up sacred routines. To put God first, you gotta have daily sacred routines, and some weekly or less frequent ones. These sacred routines are your ticket to connecting with the endless source of love every day, letting you love yourself and spread the love to others. This is the antidote to your neediness and will make sure you never fight for a man's attention again. You can jazz up your sacred routine by studying Holy Scriptures. It doesn't matter what your religion is, with daily prayer to give thanks, ask for forgiveness, forgive, ask for a little help from above whenever you feel it in your heart. You can add meditation. Keep a gratitude journal or even chill to mantras, Gregorian chants, or tunes about God that touch your heart or put you in a place of deep calm. You could also dive into A Course in Miracles daily, join a 12-step group for women who love too much, or be a part of a ladies group at your church. Don't forget to regularly visit your church, temple, or sacred spot, and pencil in the odd spiritual retreat during the year. You can piece together your routine in a way that best suits your daily grind and makes you feel as close to the big guy upstairs as possible every day. And this will put you on the path to step 6, which is one of the biggies to make sure you don't drive men away from you. Step 6. Stick to the emotional reciprocity rule. When you give more than you get, you're selling yourself short. It means you're handing over more than you're receiving. In the finance world, this is known as depreciation of a sale. You ain't supposed to put yourself on clearance, you're supposed to attract. You ain't supposed to undersell yourself, you gotta appreciate your own worth. Give back the same amount of affection your guy is giving you. If he's pulling away, do the distant thing, just do you. This ain't about playing games, seeing who's gonna hit up the other first. It's about respecting their space and valuing yourself. Give as much affection as your guy gives you. Because now, you won't be starving for attention and love anymore because you're plugged into that endless love source. Be caring, attentive, loving, gentle, and helpful, but don't go overboard, don't push it. Let him lead the dance, and you just adjust your steps. You don't need to be dragging your guy around the dance floor, that's not your gig. Surrender to the dance, just adjust and set boundaries. And if you're feeling like the relationship isn't adding to your life, or your connection with God and yourself, have a chat with him. Do it chill and calm, no nagging. Talk about you, how you're feeling your needs, without drama, without digs, without demands. Conversation is key to keeping a relationship on track. This is going to make your relationship a whole lot lighter. And for you to be a master at relating, the last step is the missing puzzle piece. Step 7. Get deep into the man's mindset. Yes, this is the missing puzzle piece so you won't have to fight for a man's attention anymore. Understand his mind. A man's mind works totally different from a woman's, and the two complement each other. And we're not just talking about social or cultural influence here, no. We're talking about neuroscience, psychological basis, and spiritual roles. The three bodies are different and complementary. The male brain has areas more developed than female brains and others less so. Guys have hormones and neurotransmitters released in larger or smaller amounts than women, and this makes us physically and biochemically different. Besides that, psychologically, we have different behaviors that have guaranteed our survival and evolution up to the present day. And spiritually, we're also talking about complementary virtues. For instance, the feminine is faith, while the masculine is logic. The feminine is humility, while the masculine is discernment. The feminine is dignity, while the masculine is courage. So, a healthy couple in their femininity and masculinity can teach each other their principles and complement and evolve each other. This means for you to be happy, evolve, and have a lasting relationship, you need to be a feminine woman who's with a masculine man. And to identify masculine men if you're single, or stimulate your man's masculinity, you need to understand the masculine mind. This is the fundamental piece that is the center of the whole puzzle. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, get on it, because I'm going to help you with all this stuff I explained in today's video in the upcoming ones. Also, drop a comment below about what you thought of these 7 steps. What's your biggest challenge? Which one did you like the most? Or what's your question? Comment so I can see, and I'll try and answer as many comments as I can. Catch you in the next video.